Alright, so let me begin this video by saying that so far, this was the best episode of season 4 of Attack on Titan, period. There's no doubt about it. This episode was absolutely mind-blowing in my opinion because we got so many different amazing moments throughout the entire episode. Yeah, sure, there were some moments of CG which stuck out like a sore thumb, but still by now I'm kind of accustomed to it, barring a couple of scenes which I'll discuss in the later half of this video. But overall, this was an absolutely mind-blowing episode and there was some great bit of animation overall. So hello and welcome to Undervisey, my name is Soham and today we are going to talk about Attack on Titan Season 4 episode number 7. But before that, if you're new here, then please consider subscribing to our channel since I do weekly anime and manga related content along with Attack on Titan reviews. With that being said, let's begin the video. So like I said in the beginning, this episode was absolutely mind-blowing. Here we got 1000 IQ Eren, Levi Beast Mode, and above all, Best Boy Armin. Moreover, this episode rightly goes on to show the mental frustration and derangement of all the characters that are involved here. This genuinely reminded me of the last panel of chapter 103 from the manga, wherein it boldly asks that, will this cycle of hatred ever stop? That is the basic question, that is the basic philosophy of this entire series so far, that this cycle of hatred is actually the main villain here and that is the major reason why everyone is getting hurt and innocent people are dying here. I think that this episode goes on to portray that very well. Now before talking about all the other things here, let me give you all a brief rundown of what exactly happens here. So the episode begins where we left off last time and the raid on Marley is still going on. We see the different factions in action here from John and everyone else. This was some really great stuff and mind you, the overall animation looks a lot more polished than what we got last week. Yeah sure, I totally understand all the complaints that we had last week, but if you are complaining this week, then I think that's a problem with you because this week they have genuinely improved a lot. A lot of the scenes were literally copy pasted right from the manga panels and this was a really great adaptation in my opinion. Moreover, we go on to see the second half of the battle between the Warhammer Titan as well as Eren Yeager, and this was really great in my opinion because it rightly showed the powers of the Warhammer Titan as it pierces through Eren and how Eren is not actually able to break the crystal and eat the Warhammer Titan's fielder. Moreover, we finally get to see what exactly happened to Falco as well as Reiner because Reiner in his very last moments managed to save Falco and he emerges out of the ground in the protection of the hands of the armored titan. And once again, this was a copy paste from the manga panels and this was brilliantly adapted in my opinion. Moreover, there are some pretty great action here. Moreover, the overall theme of this episode is rightly described through the actions of Falco and to some extent Gabi as well. Because this time they are on the receiving end of the torture from the so-called devils of the Paradise Island. And this was a really nice change of pace in my opinion. Of course, I've read the manga so I know what exactly happens here, but still seeing this thing adapted in the anime, this was really great in my opinion. Moreover, because of the facial expressions and everything, this rightly shows the derangement, the mental derangement that Gabi suffers later on in the series, and I think this was really well adapted here. Moreover, there are some very powerful scenes which are directly adapted from chapter 103 as well as chapter 104 of the manga, especially in regards to how Falco saves or at least tries to save Pieck from the attack of Jean. His moral dilemma is rightly on display here and he basically goes on to question himself because he thinks that directly or indirectly it were his actions which actually resulted in today's raid and the resulting death of so many different people. Now my only complaint with this particular episode was once again in relation to the Beast Titan. I just don't know why I cannot get accustomed to the CG of this particular Titan. It was really jarring in my opinion, more than any other thing that happened in this particular episode. Sure, it has improved from what happened in the first episode, but I just can't get over it and it just sticks out like a sore thumb in my opinion. But then God Levi comes and then slashes Zeke like anything. This was really badass. This was absolutely badass and this was exactly what I was expecting after reading the manga for the very first time. But after all of this, the best part of the episode happens and that is the arrival of Best Boy Armin. This was magnificent and this animation was far better from what we had seen from Wit Studio. Again, I'm not trying to enter the debate of Studio Mappa versus Studio Wit, but here I was just not expecting. I was absolutely not expecting such a gorgeous animation for the Colossal Titan. This was brilliantly done and I'm just a huge fan. I'm absolutely a huge fan and I will go back to this particular scene time and time again because this is the best animation for the Colossal Titan that we have got so far in the entirety of this series, not just season 4. And after seeing this, I'm having some sort of a relief because I'm sure that the rumbling will not be that bad as I was expecting in the beginning. Hopefully they will have time to do that properly, but let's just see what happens. Anyway, once again Armin's emotions are also on display here, and he basically thinks about Bertolt after seeing the level of destruction that this particular Titan can give and how many innocent people it killed basically. And then comes Eren with his 1000 IQ plan. This was mind-blowing in my opinion. This was really hilarious, but at the same time this was mind-blowing because we finally get to see the infamous Nutcracker scene. What happens here is that in his prior battle, Eren notices the fact that the Jaw Titan was actually able to leave a scratch upon the crystal of the Warhammer Titan, and he utilized this particular thing to his advantage, and of course Mikasa also helped him in this particular regard as she cut down the legs of the Jaws Titan. And all of this followed a pretty gory scene in my opinion, and this was really done well despite the underwhelming CG in this particular part of the episode, but still overall this was pretty nice. And at the end of all of this, we finally got the infamous Nutcracker scene. Eren uses the jaws, the sharp jaws of the Jaws Titan in order to crack the crystal of the Warhammer Titan, and the scene that followed it was absolutely brilliant. The manga to anime adaptation here, especially in regards to the close-up of Eren's eyes, that was magnificent. Overall, I'm really happy with this particular episode. Yeah, sure, it has its flaws. It definitely has its flaws. I'm not saying that this is a flawless episode. I think that this is a really great episode, and without a shadow of doubt, till date as of the recording of this particular video, this is the best episode of Attack on Titan Season 4 so far. There were some really amazing scenes in this particular episode. And in the midst of all of this, something very unexpected arrives on the scene. And what is it? Well, it's an airship. And who exactly is inside it? Well, that's the question. That's the big question. But it turns out to be none other than the commander of the Scout Regiment, Hanji Zo, along with Armin as well. And it is being piloted by a new character called Onia Capone, whom we'll get to see more in the future of this particular series. But anyway, I'm a huge fan of the design, the post-time skip design of Hanji here, and this was really well done in the anime. Actually, the Scout Regiment members were able to light up the way for the airship to arrive, and this is basically going to be their retreat after the raid on Liberia finally finishes. Pretty good stuff overall. And at the end of the episode, Reiner wakes up, and the rest of the things in regards to him will follow in the next particular episode. Thus, I'm really impressed by episode 7 of Attack on Titan Season 4, and it's pretty evident that Mappa has improved quite a lot. I really hope that this reduces the negativity that is currently plaguing the fandom, and I really hope that things are getting better overall. So anyway, these were my quick thoughts on episode 7 of Attack on Titan Season 4. What do you guys think about all of this? Please mention your thoughts in the comment section below. And what exactly were your favorite moments from this particular episode? Please do mention that in the comment section as well. So that's it for today guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more. This is WonderWyZ, and I'll see you soon in the next video.